welcome to week 3 of Crafting Queens. 3 demonstrators come together each week, Massaro, Lisa Bauer, and myself, Jen Chow, and we create 3 super cute projects for you to add inspiration to your crafting. There's also a little twist. We want your votes. We want you to vote for the project that you like the best. And if you're ever so daring, create the project with us after and show us what you've made. That would be so inspirational for us as well. So I am Jen Chow with Jen's Creative Stampers, coming to you from Indian Trail, North Carolina. And I hope to get your vote this week. Lisa Bauer won last week. Massaro won week 1. So hopefully I win week 3. I cannot talk. Can you tell? It's been a long week. Just coming off of on stage, we had a super phenomenal, amazing time. Stampin' Up! Is so incredible. We all work and create with the very best products on the market, no doubt. And Stampin' Up! Does not hold back when they host us for events and parties and celebrations and inspire us. So we had a phenomenal time last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Raleigh. And it was awesome to host 2,500 demonstrators from across the country, really across the world. So that was a bunch of fun. So just getting back into the groove. So, okay, let me go ahead and point you down. I'm going to show you what we're going to make today. Let me bring you down. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Looks like you can. We're going to be creating with this really super cute Peekaboo Forest bundle. Look at these really cute dies. I'm going to show you how to use some of these really cute dies. And let's get started. This is the card we're going to make. And isn't it so cute? Now we had a like a layout challenge on what we were going to create today. So really you could use that as a guide. And I need to show you actually the one that it was. And I kind of took it in a different direction. Let me bring it up. If you have your mini catalog, take it out. It's a great resource that you may or may not have ever noticed. It is on page 12 of your mini catalog. And actually, this is the layout that we said that we would try to emulate, try to mask that. So mine is a little different, right? So you can kind of turn it to the side. You've got 3 elements. You've got the tie. But my card is a little bit different. It's a fun fold. So you open it up and you have this cute little fox that also shows through the front of that little peekaboo card. Isn't that so cute? So as you can see, you will open it up. Now the inside is not glued down. I'll show you why. But this is where you'll go ahead and write your message, and you can write your message here too. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The other things that I did use is the Timber 3D embossing folder, and then my stamp came from this really, really cute Storybook Life stamp. And this is a great one, not just for scrapbooking, but for card making too. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what I said. We'll get started. I've got my pieces all cut. I've even got my little cute little critters. Aren't they darling? A woodpecker, a fox, and a hedgehog. They are just darling. And then I've got pecan pie. This piece, I have my little cheat sheet here. Let's start with the card base. This is pecan pie. It's cut 3 3/4 by 9 3/4, and it's scored at 5 1/4. So we will go ahead and burnish this. Hope you guys are enjoying our premieres. We certainly are. We're in the comments, so say hi when you get here. Let us know where you're joining us from. Hopefully, if you're a demonstrator, we were able to meet you last week. We always love meeting demonstrator friends. This piece here is garden green, and it's going to be your top flap. It's 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, scored at 1 1/4. And then this piece I've already gone ahead and cut out. these two pieces. This will actually be the bottom of the front and this will be the top. This panel is 3.5 by 4.25. And then we have a piece of basic white, which I'll grab because I didn't grab that already. Let me get it real quick. And that is going to be cut to 3.5. Cut that right there. By 9.25. You'll need your arm out. I always like to cut some of the pieces with you and to obviously assemble it. That way you know exactly how to put it together. And then we're going to score this at 5 inches. Okay. Give that a really good score. That'll be our inside piece. And as you can see, it kind of emulates the card base. You see that there? Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and burnish this also. Get those all together. And then we are ready to start making our card. So what we're going to do, this right here, I've already cut this with the dies. Now the dies actually have, let me show you those. So you've got all these really cool dies. You've got the tree trunk, which has like a little cutout in it. We're not going to use that one, but we do have this cutout. So if you make your tree taller, you can actually cut out those little critters kind of going up the tree, okay? But what I'm going to do is lay this down, and I think this will fit in my mini. So we are just going to cut this out. Let me see. Yep, it fits right in there. So we're going to cut this like so. Let me get my plates right. That's the ugly cutting plate, goes on the bottom. Now the idea is to get this lined up, top, bottom, left and right. And when I cut these out of this top pecan pie piece, I cut it kind of low on purpose because I want that peekaboo to also peek out of that when it's closed, right? So there's no rhyme or reason where it goes, but just making sure that it gets lined up, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing over here, make it so you can see me. Line that back up there, straight, top and center, left and right. Lay this back down. That's my guide. It doesn't have to be perfect. Whoop, that totally moved. Totally moved. I'm going to get a piece of tape here just to hold it. That all lined back up. There we go. Okay, so that's all lined up and stuck down. Now we can run it through. All right, perfect. Super easy, right? All right, so pull that out, and then we are going to take our pieces here, and let me get this guy out of the way. So what we are going to do is to make sure everything aligns correctly, and it does. And then we're also going to take our piece, our basic white. You can kind of see how this is going to go in, right? It's just like another layer on the inside. But what I want to do, I am going to take a pencil, and I'm going to literally just make a little line there and a little line there, okay, on the inside of that little die that I cut out. And the reason I want to do that is because that's kind of a guide where I want my little pop-up to go. And what I mean by that, I will show you. So you're going to take your paper trimmer, and you're putting it so that the fold, right, it opens towards you. The fold goes up to the top. And I'm going to start on this left side. I'm not really concerned with where it's at, how many inches over, but I am concerned with making sure that that little tick mark gets in the cut alley, or whatever you call it, cutting track. But I'm only going to go up 3/8 of an inch, just a little bit. Right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to line up that other tick mark in the cutting track as well. And I'm going to go up 3/8 of an inch again. All right. I think I got it pretty even. Let me show you. So what you want to make sure of is when you are cutting this, that these two where you stop on that cutting is exactly the same, because that will mean that your little pop-up will be straight. If it needs a little bit of cutting more on one side to make it more even, then you can actually just take your paper snips, if you can get it in there. It's kind of hard for me to get it in there. There we go. And just go up just a smidge, okay? And that way it all gets very even. And then I'm literally just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to erase those little tick marks, because they were just to guide me on where to do my little slits. And then literally what we're going to do is we're going to poke that on the inside, and it comes on the inside just like that. And then we're going to burnish that little pop-up on the front and the back. Can you see what we did? We created a little pop-up on the inside there. Okay? All right. So then we will, actually I folded it backwards. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Yep. So you can see exactly where it comes in at. Okay? So here what we have is this outside, and we are going to align the basic white to this outside that we just cut. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil again. I got it all squared up. It is important that you want this piece to be lying right. Let me just show you real close. You want it right along the score mark. Okay, so right kind of on that fold, but not over the fold. And the reason is because we want this to be down and hidden, and we want our little guy to be popped out. Okay, so we went ahead and drew that mark where it needs to go. So again, we're going to take that same die, bring our cutter back. We're going to lay it down, and we're going to get that same, let's see, is it this way? Yeah, sure is. So the idea is that we don't want to cut into that little pop-up mechanism, but we want it, it'll probably go right up to it. Okay, so run this through and cut that out. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just going to allow that little guy to poke through. Okay, so then that's as hard as it gets, really. Once you have that, then you are ready to assemble and ready to go. All right, let's see. So we're going to take that, pop it back on the inside. So what is actually happening is let me do it on this side. Okay, there we go. So this little piece here enables, I did our little, our fox and our little critters. Where did they go? I had them. Here they are. Okay. So when you cut out your little critters, they actually have like a little tab already. So you're just going to go ahead and glue that cute little critter, that cute little fox. You're going to glue him down to this. And then whenever you close it, he's going to pop up. Okay, let me show you. So you put glue right here on this side, just a little bit. All right. And then you're going to glue it to the, essentially the top of this, right here. Can you see it? So you're gluing it right down to the top. I like to kind of fold it up and get that right there. And his little paws end up right on the front. Can you see that? Isn't that so cute? You want to give it a minute to dry if you're using liquid glue. And you can press him down when it's closed, but it'll lay flat for you. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and run this through the Timber 3D embossing folder on your Big Boss. So it's important that you cut those out first and then you run it through the Timber, okay? 1 second. All right. And while that is still kind of adhering down, we're going to take our blending brush with some pecan pie and we're going to add some accentuating here on this textured timber front so you can really see the texture from this timber. I love this embossing folder and I love this cute Stampin' die set. It is so cute. I'll show you some other cards that I created with it. They are too cute for words. All right, so as you can see, it's tone on tone, but that's perfect because it's not too much ink. Just using a little bit at a time. Okay. Should be good. And then we're going to take our linen thread. It's easiest whenever we've got this front off. And we can literally just, I'm going to tie it on the right side here. So I'm going to add 2 or 3 passes. Let's do 3. And when it goes to the embossing folder, it breaks these fibers down in the paper. And so it becomes a lot more, call it flimsy, right? It's kind of breaks that fiber down and the rigidity of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot and come on, linen thread. There it goes. So tie the linen thread like that. And you can kind of separate it out, right? And then just cut that on both ends. And then literally what we're going to do, I'm going to hide that knot that I tied. And I'm going to straighten this out. When it gets curly, just run your fingernail down it, right? Okay. Going to fold it over. Tie a double bow. I like double bows. I think they're so cute. So pretty. And adds a little something something to your card. A little bit more whimsical, which I really think this set really is whimsical. It's super cute, super fun. And then take a glue dot. And you are going to add that right down here where your knot is. No one will ever know you didn't tie that, right? It just makes it really easy to do that. It makes it easier. Okay, and then just trim those off. Okay. All right, so now here we are back at our cute little pop-up mechanism. And I'm going to take my blue and my blue blending brush, say that 10 times over real fast. I'm just going to add some sky above his little head, and I'm also going to add some here, kind of on the top and on the sides coming in, just to make it really cute. And then we're going to take our Memento Black, and we are going to use our cute little Storybook Life stamp set, which I love this so much. There's more to come with this stamp set. And I'm going to get a block. This is my D block. Add it here. And you can do this in any color. Let's do it in a fun color. What do you think? How about, I have an idea. Here are 3 of our 5 new in colors. Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, and Darling Duckling. What do you say we do Darling Duckling? Isn't that cute? I've never opened it yet. I just got it yesterday. Let me get my take your pick tool. This thing is a great tool for a lot of things, including opening your ink pads. So let's open this up. That'll be a fun little addition. So cool. All right. We clean that black off. We're going to go into the Darling Duckling, and we're going to go right in that white area, and we're going to say hello spring. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, so there we go. It's really tight. Ugh. Get it all over you. Okay, so we have that. Stack those up. Okay, now what we're going to do, you guys like those new in colors? There is another one too. It's called like Shy Cloud or something something cloud, but it hasn't yet come available yet. So it is coming. It is coming. All right, so we're going to take this, and where we actually lined it up, it should line up pretty close, and it does. So that is great. Can you see how it's all coming together? So I'm going to take my card, and where this basic white is going to hit this, I am going to glue this down. Okay. And I'm going to line it up again, like I said. Get it right where I think it needs to be. And I'm literally just going to close it down on the front. Okay. And what we can also do is add a little bit more blue behind here. We didn't quite hit that outside piece, but we can add that. Okay, now, so that is actually adhered down, and that's actually how our card is going to open. So our cute little fox is going to just pop his little head up whenever you open it. Isn't that darling? And then we're going to take our 3D timber, and we are going to add some dimensionals to this. And we are going to dimensional this down so that it gives it a little bit more oomph, right? It's going to pop. We like it to pop. I can glue right over top of those 2 sides. And let me cut that off. I like using the sides of my dimensionals because they're essentially just easy to work with. Okay, let me just put another one right here. Okay, take all these off. Isn't this a cute card? So fun. And this little peekaboo forest is so darling. Who could ever resist using that? All right, so we're going to line this up here. Just going to lay it down like so. Okay. And then we will, let's go ahead and glue down our cute little woodpecker. We're going to dimensional him down too, but I need to make these little strips. There's a longer one. There's a skinnier one. Okay. Get those off. I'm going to add him right here like he is sitting on that perch. Isn't that cute? And then lastly, we're going to take our super cute little hedgehog. I love this guy. And I am going to glue him right on the inside. Because remember, we popped this layer up so we can stick him right down in there like he is hanging out of that little hole. Right? Isn't that so cute? You like how it's coming together? So fun. And then we're going to take this piece, and you can see it's a little bit longer in the front, which is what we want, what we need. We need to take the edge of the trees here, and we need some leaves. We're going to take those dies out, and we're going to bring this back. Turn it so you can see it here. And bring that out. Okay, so we're only going to be cutting the large end, the large side. And we want to make that tree line super cute. Gonna hold that down there. And then we're gonna add these little dies, which actually cut little indentations into the leaves of the tree. Okay, so I'm going to run that through probably twice, line it up, run it through, and then our edge is done. Okay, and now we're actually just going to run that through one more time. And then we should be good to go. Now I don't want it to go over the score line, right? I just want it to be right at the score line or just under it. Okay. So there we have it. Take our little die out. And then what we're gonna do is just literally take a minute, and you can pop these little guys up, and it makes them like come to life. Literally pop off of your paper. Just think this is so cute. It's the fine details that make the difference. And I know I say that all the time, but I really mean it. And it doesn't have to be super fancy, but a little fun fold with some extra bling and extra cuteness to it really makes it nice. Okay, so there we go on that. And then I'm going to burnish this edge really well. And I do need my garden green ink pad. And what we're going to do is take this little, do you see that little leaf right there? Double leaf. We're going to load that onto a little block, and we're going to stamp a few little detailed leaves coming off of those. Just kind of randomly going around, right? Some on this side and coming off there. So, whoops, just like that. So you get this. Is that not so cute? Okay. I think we are about ready to fully assemble. So fun. So then literally this is, it's 4¼ inches wide. So you're just going to add some glue to the back of this because this is a little bit wider. This piece is 3¾ inches wide, whereas the garden green is 4¼ All right, so you're going to just adhere that down like so. And I have one of these cute little paper crafting Velcro. It's super thin, they're 3/8 inch. And I'm just going to add this, kind of offset a little bit because I want to make sure that that grabs on there and is hidden so that when you pull it up, it doesn't rip and you have your Hello Spring card. There we go, friends. I hope you guys love this. I hope you enjoy this card, and I hope to see that some of you create it. Make sure you go out and vote and tell us by the thumbs up on our YouTube channels, on Rose, Lisa's, and my channel. And we'll see who gets to wear their tiara next week, next Thursday. So you have until Sunday. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And that way, whenever we do go live or premiere, you will see that and you'll be notified. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following us. I hope this is inspiration for you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.